Sorry.
I'm Johnny. I'm a global artist ambassador for FENIX360, and I am blessed to be joined today by the reggae artist High Volume. Hey, Volume, how you doing, man? Good to see you.
Hey, Johnny, what's up, bro?
All
Taking
right,
it easy.
man.
Rastafari love.
Indeed,
Yeah,
man.
man.
Blessed love. Thanks for being here,
You
brother.
stuff, brother.
And you know what?
Thanks for having me.
I am looking forward to sharing your journey and becoming an artist and actually sharing some of your works. I was wondering whether or not, before we get started with that, okay if we tune into your track, Finding My Roots?
Kick it.
Yeah, man, I love it. Okay,
Kick
everybody,
it.
let's tune in now to High Volume and Finding My Roots.
Check it out.
Sunshine on my window pane, always made for a better day. The weather is so strange in the city, ain't no living at all. Got to find my roots, and that's the truth. Got to go back to my roots. When I think about golden sunshine, beautiful spring waters, got to find my roots. All those every talk about paradise. Got to find my roots. As we live, we grow, yeah. Surely love we will know. But one thing's for sure, yeah. From whence we came, we will go, yeah. Amen. Oh, got to find my roots. Mother Nature, Mother Nature, Mother Nature. Mother Nature, Mother Nature, Mother Nature.
Oh, blessed love, Volume, man. It's great to share your music. Thanks, brother. Now, listen, can you tell me how'd this all start? Where are you from, and how'd you get involved in music?
Well, it all started. Somebody had to give birth to me, you know.
Yeah, that's where it really
Uh,
starts.
I was born on the 4th of December, 1983, in Jamaica, St. Elizabeth, in a small community called Pisgah, right? In the hills, Ginger Hill. Yeah, man. Where the train used to go behind the hill and stop behind the hill, we had to walk over the hill to go down into the valley. That's where I was born, in a house, not in a hospital for some reason.
Uh-huh.
So, it's humble beginnings, and I started picking up on music when I started going to secondary school. Because
Okay.
in Jamaica the schooling system is different. I started singing more, expressing myself more in school concerts and stuff like that. Not paying attention to the hype or what it brings, but because I love the culture, I love the music,
Right.
and it started even more serious when I got to high school. So I realized it's something that followed me, most of my youth, my teenage life, all the way through to this moment.
Oh man, that's beautiful, brother. And I got to tell you what, I mean, you come from a place that's such a sacred place. And
Yes, I give
as you
thanks.
say, humble beginnings. Those humble beginnings, I think, are kind of the roots, as you say, that, for appreciating. And so, it's interesting because the culture there, especially in Jamaica, I mean, music is such a prevalent aspect of an influence, on everyone there. So it's always inspiring to me to meet an artist like you who comes from such a, incredible location where so much art has emerged, right? You
Yes,
know,
man.
and also
But
even
I mean,
among your family, I'm sure they supported your talent, you know what I mean, and enjoyed going to those first concerts to, you know what I mean, see you performing.
you know what? You know what, Johnny? It's not sad to say, but it's a good thing when you know you're coming from a certain era.
Yeah,
And I'm coming from the 1780s, growing up in such era. Your parents was afraid of you going into a certain industry, because they understood what it was. They understood that it takes a lot, you know, and they would rather
yes,
to see you become a doctor or a lawyer, you
sure.
know.
Yes, I
But
know, I
the
hear
most
you.
time, yeah, man, they would rather to see you become a doctor or a lawyer, a physicist or something. But when it comes to taking on the arts, whether it be dub poetry or reggae music or even right now Afrobeat or whatever, now it's more accepted because now we could go ahead and showcase our talents on different platforms such as yours,
Sure.
so people now could see us before we actually come in front of them, you know. So it gives even the artist more confident right now to do his art without thinking of somebody, you know. Criticism is good, but then if an artist is good, they're good. So
Yeah.
once they get on your platform and they're pushing and people seeing them, that's a good thing. That's even more support. For my family
Indeed.
back in the days, they didn't understand much. And
Sure.
no, I have to teach them while I was growing that listen, this is not so bad. And they saw that I love to sing, but they didn't know how to place me where I needed to go in the industry or who to hook me up with. So I had to take the family broadupsy, that's what we call it in Jamaica, broadupsy, you know,
Yeah.
and go out there with that morals and that principle and humble myself to get what I wanted. And that's where they supported me, and I'm happy for that. I'm happy that my
Awesome.
family stick together, through school. Everybody stuck together, good or bad. And I could see that and I could relate to that. So now I know that I don't have to come out here to prove myself that I
Yeah.
have morals. Because I know I have morals. No, I have to be an ambassador for reggae music, right?
Indeed.
That's
Indeed.
where yes, good families. That's the support. It's not I bought so much credit to vote for you. It's not that. It's the
Yes.
morals. It's that's what a good reggae artist needs. That's why they're going astray right now. Got them not grew up good.
Right. I hear what you
A
mean. You
community
know what I
not
mean?
grow
And
up.
they're
Yeah.
definitely like, you can say the good or the bad or the ugly. I mean,
Yeah. Yeah.
ultimately it's all there, and so it's
It's,
just how
yeah.
you express yourself. And it sounds like the foundations of family,
Mhm.
provided you with kind of that strength and courage,
Yeah.
follow a calling that may have been
Mhm.
controversial to some extent in their minds, but you proved through, in essence, diligence and
Yeah.
practice,
We had to.
integrity, to bring
Mhm.
to the art, your own special frequency, man, your own unique.
Yeah, man. Give, give
But you
thanks
were
for that. Give
surrounded,
thanks.
brother, by so much talent there, in and around
Yeah.
Jamaica and Islands. What about some of the artists that may have influenced you or that you may have listened to when you were young that helped inspire
Hey,
your work?
I don't want to sound cliche,
Yeah.
but I want to put a few unique artists. First, I want to say Claridonians.
Uh-huh.
Ernest Wilson was my dearest friend. Good, right? Um, I will go Barry Salmon,
Uh-huh.
Dennis Brown,
Nice.
cassette tapes, play
Indeed.
the deck. Me, feel like I can sing like a Barry Salmon, recording over Barry Salmon song on a cassette tape. Ooh, you will
Yeah.
get your ass caught for that, but those stuff. It gives you that flame. It gives the flame, more energy. It
Yes.
gives it more. What can I say? It's not even sparks because the sparks was there. And then when you hear like a Barry Salmon whole entire cassette tape, and when
Yeah.
you hear on the back of it, you hear Freddie McGregor, and you hear Claridonians, those stuff do something to you. And when you realize it's like on a Saturday, a Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Granddad will come and shake his foot for the whole day listening to Beres.
Yeah.
You know, I yeah, and the
Yeah.
influence is you're absorbing all of that. Especially if you were sent to do this, you're absorbing all of that without even knowing. You know, when you're
Yes.
listening to Beres and you want to sing like a Beres, what one dance can do, and you're doing the same thing as a youth, you know, and until you start coming to yourself and people start telling you, because you can't tell yourself, and people go and tell you that you got talent, my youth, you got a voice. You can't tell yourself. You cannot tell yourself that people have to be the reflection of what you put out,
The
right?
mirrors. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
I
man. That's
compare
why we
that.
need each other too. So I don't know why we're trying to get rid of each other because we need each other.
That's for sure. You know what I mean?
Yeah, we do. We
Exactly.
do. We
All
do.
are one and the one are all. But it's
Yeah.
interesting, man, because when you mention that,
Mhm.
it seems to me that almost when, you recognize some music that moves you and stirs your spirit,
Yeah.
there's a certain binding that's happening in terms of,
Yes.
and almost a memory. And the reason why you're so inspired by it is because it's almost like
Oh,
familiar in some
I,
way.
I still
It's
feel
part
the
of who
flames,
you
my
are,
brother.
man. Yeah.
I still feel the
Right?
flames, my brother. I'm telling you, it's right now the flames is more mature. I could feel it all over. But when it comes to Dennis Brown, a Bob Marley, even when a Bob Marley hit, when a Bob Marley hit is like just the music alone you hear, and you're like, everybody's quiet just listening to Bob, you know?
Yeah,
When you
man.
grow up and realize the influence now, because a lot of us don't know the story of Bob, even when we grew up in Jamaica,
Right.
and it's a big part of our history, politically.
No
God.
question. I mean, what an influential persona, in
Yeah.
terms of connecting people, but not only in Jamaica, of course, but around the
Mhm.
world, through
Around the
his
world.
music. And I've mentioned this before. To me, his
Mhm.
lyrics and the sound, I mean, it's like scripture. There's something that's
Mhm.
timeless. And
Mhm.
he was a real, you know, um, inspirational figure at a historical time, you know what I mean,
Yeah.
to help really empower people through struggle to
Yeah,
continue
man.
with this
Yeah, man.
hopeful message of one love, man.
Yeah.
So
Come on,
that's
man.
something that you and I are working to continue. Okay, we're continuing
Mm.
that legacy. We want to
The,
share it
the, the,
with the
the,
world.
the the thing is, when in Bob Marley's time, Peter Touch time, Gregory Isaac time, right? They were hungry for for um for the fame of what the music brings to them, but they didn't realize what they were doing yet. They
Yet,
didn't realize what
power of
they were
yet.
doing yet, and
Yes,
they didn't realize the power of it yet.
yes,
But guess what happened? It became them.
yeah,
It
right.
became Bob Marley. It became Gregory Isaac. It became Jacob Miller, and they're living it and don't even know. I'm living it, and I don't even know. I can't escape from it because
Yeah, I hear
that
you.
is a part of my purpose. I know that, right? So them man, as them get it, them share it. Them get it, them share it. Them get it, them share it. And them hear a thing and them defend the people, right? As
Yes,
soon as them get the information, them share it, you know? And that was the moving force of the people's confidence back in the country. So
indeed.
reggae come about ska and all them stuff there, and the
Right.
different influence that actually made up the sound. But it's the moving force of the people, it's the strength of the people. If we take away music from Jamaica completely, just leave rap music in Jamaica and see if it don't become America.
Uh-huh.
Take away reggae music from Jamaica, it becomes America. I'm telling you that.
Yes, brother.
It's no joke.
That's why I think that we can spread and, take the flame, and in essence, spread it to the world. Platforms
We
like
have to.
this are ones that, we have viewers from all over the world, thankfully. Give
Mhm.
thanks. And ultimately it's a lot easier thing, time for that magnetism to have a
Mhm.
greater reach. So at
Yeah, of
any
course.
rate, you know what I mean? I really appreciate the way you're doing it and your unique delivery and just the frequency of what you're bringing in through your messaging and music and rhythms. Can you tell me what's the current focus now for High Volume? What are you working on?
Uh, well, right now I'm in collaboration with Born Free Records. I just signed an independent distribution contract with them, like for 5 years, trying to do like maybe
Congratulations.
five
It's great,
albums for
man.
5 years. Yeah, so we're finishing up the first album right now. All
Hmm.
the tracks are in. But I still like to talk about a few things because I never talked that much when I was, the producers. Listen, man, allow the good artists that has good message, allow them to go out there and flourish. Let the seed be planted, my brother.
Yes, brother.
Because if you take away the opportunity from those artists, then you're gonna have what is emerging right now without any discipline or any
Mhm.
balance, right?
Yes.
It's not gonna be balanced, it's gonna be panned left or right. I'm pretty sure. So allow the young artists, because I'm having this problem with a few producers. I say, all right, I'm doing an album. He reserves the song. Now, when the producer goes to him and say, listen, we want to keep all our masters because you didn't record the song, the artist did. The artist is the studio producer and the writer. You
Yes.
just sent your beat.
And the
So we're
performer.
keeping our masters.
Yeah.
Yes. We're keeping our masters. Now the publishers, because they have tricks, they come along now and they say, no, you gotta be 70, whatever, whatever. No. Let me keep 90% of my masters. I that's good enough, right? It's
Indeed.
not your words, but it's your music. You could always take the music away from the words, give it back to me. But that's what's happening right now.
I see.
So yeah. So we have to go into the arsenal, pull out a few classics from long time high volume days that nobody knows about.
Uh-huh.
Some that's when you went in analog making reggae music. Nobody knows about. It's
Right.
coming. It's coming.
Well, that's
So we're
cool.
working on the album.
And
Yeah, man.
that will all be part of the new album that's going to be launched, is actually bringing
Yeah,
up some of
yeah,
those
yeah, yeah.
treasures from the archives.
Authentic
Yeah.
reggae music. And
Uh-huh.
that's what the producers push us to do. Because now when you have a good song with them, it might not be live music. And the world need more live music, my brother. I'm not hearing much jazz anymore. I'm not hearing much jazz festivals, you
Yeah.
know, slash, a reggae festival or some the Nigerian music. I'm not hearing much of those. I'm right now. I'm only hearing Afrobeat
Uh-huh.
and trap dancehall and
Sure.
hip hop
Yeah.
now is going into transition. I can see, you know,
Well, you know
but
what I mean?
it's all stemming.
The commercial kind of like, popularity, you know what I mean, is
Yeah,
all driven by, the channels that are pushing this music
yeah,
out, you know what I mean? But
yeah.
also it's and people are being conditioned in essence to what to like, you know what I mean?
Oh
And be
God, come
validated
on,
for it,
man. There's
you know?
so many things happening to music right now. That
Yeah.
was in the closet. Now they're taking it out and they're making the fire in the middle of the living room. They're taking out the kitchen, and now they're bringing the pot in the middle of the living room, and they literally showing you this is what we're doing to you in the music, right? And
Right.
I'm gonna say it, this is what they're doing to you in the music. Be careful of the frequencies. Learn about music. Not don't just listen to it. I mean, some people, yes, you listen to it, but don't you know that the way you feel is because of the frequencies of the music that we're putting out there? Don't you
Right.
know that it affects you subliminally even when you go to your bed at night? You probably be singing the
You're
same
very
song.
health. Yeah, you're very health.
You're very
You
healthy.
ultimately can be
So,
reprogrammed by the
yes,
frequencies in this music, and that's why it's
yes.
a healing vibration. Yes, brother.
The next thing is, Johnny, the kids, the babies. The way you're teaching the babies, because the babies they familiarize themselves from early with sound waves, the
Yes, brother.
frequencies that is coming, right? If you feed a baby with trap dancehall all his life, or after the 9 years of his life where he built his foundation, then he's gonna become a trap dancehall artist. So he's gonna sing some bad song.
Yeah, right. Yeah, I mean,
So think about it. A
yeah,
community used to grow the kids that came to be Barry Salmon. They went through tough times, but those are the people that kept it for us and showed us, listen, even though I'm going through this, right? I'm making a difference with my voice. That's my weapon.
yes, brother.
That's my weapon, right? And I'm using a language that is there, popularized for everybody to understand. I put
Yes.
my artists has to put their words together properly because words spell.
I'm hearing that, man.
I have a lot to say,
Hit
man.
me with music, brother. Thank you,
I
Bob.
love you. I love you. I love you guys, man. I love reggae music. I love people, bro. So no
Yeah,
matter what anybody does to me, as long as you don't try to take my life or that part of me to come out, a good friend said to me just now that I just met. He said that you have two dogs within you,
yes, brother.
good and a bad dog. Which one you feed more, that's the one that's gonna dominate.
That's
So
right,
think about it.
brother. You know,
I got that one. I
so
got that
cool,
one.
man. I'm hearing
Yeah,
that.
man.
I
Give
gotta tell
thanks.
you what, and it's true of us all. And you know what I mean? It's really important to
Mhm,
also, to almost forgive ourselves and others when they're having, issues in terms of not feeding that proper dog. You know what I mean?
mhm, mhm,
Because
mhm.
we all come around, and this is the kind of thing that I think helps to bring that to be. It's reggae music will help you to feed that good dog,
Mhm.
man, because it's healing you.
Yeah,
And so at
yeah,
any rate,
yeah.
man, it is really cool to reason with you about this. Now, let me ask you this question about back to the music, about how people find you. How are you
Mm,
using social media to leverage your music and making it available?
mhm. All right. Listen, I'm on Instagram. I'm at official HYH volume, HYH volume. Right?
Yeah,
Those are two different pages at HYH volume and official HYH volume. Instagram.
HIH.
Right?
Yeah.
Good. Right? You could contact Bond Free at Bond Free Records. That's on Instagram also. Bond Free Records at gmail.com, you know, and maybe we could put up his number later on.
Yeah, man.
So I mean, for like booking and stuff like that, we talking about Bond Free. Bond Free takes care of everything like that. Bond Free Records is where you should go for booking for high volume, right? Whether it be dub plate, jingles, whatever it is, just
Mhm.
talk to Bond Free, right? I'm just the conductor of whatever energy is put in within me to say whatever I have to say through the music, and that's where I stand. That's my purpose in this cultural reggae music, the
The
spiritual
volume, you know
music.
what I mean? You're blessed with Born Free, and I know that your collaborations will ultimately, give people the seeds to grow and to develop this magnetism so more people can enjoy your music, man, and tune in to
Mhm.
find out where you're playing and to ultimately see you in the digital world as well and follow you. And we're also
Yeah,
looking
man.
forward to you, man, being on the Phoenix 360 app, where at your profile, people can discover you there as well.
I'm
And
loving the Phoenix 360 app already, bro.
yeah, bro.
I'm
And you know
looking
what's cool?
forward, bro.
The whole purpose of that app too is really to
Yeah.
celebrate artists and give them other methods
Yes.
that help can monetize their works and to help keep them in the
Yes.
game. You know what I mean? Because it's so important
Mm.
for all the rest of us, fans who are inspired by not only, your sounds, frequencies, the lyrics and your words and messages, but you know, ultimately what connects us, and
Exactly.
makes us feel a part of a
Exactly.
community that cares about us too. I
You
think
know
it's
what?
important.
You know what, Johnny? I would say because discernment is a part of my game, and I would say the Phoenix 360 app is bringing artists that has no idea what they're doing with artists that has an idea what they're doing, and a platform that has an idea what they're doing, right? And a
Yes.
platform that will take care of upcoming artists, emerging artists, and artists that is already there that needs that peace of mind. I think that app is gonna do well. There's a lot of them out there, right? But I went through this one and I see
Yeah,
what's
brother.
coming, right?
Thanks,
And
Volume.
that's good for me. Trust me, man.
Having you there, it makes a big difference, man. And really appreciate
Thanks,
having
man.
mentors like you that are inspirations to other artists who are emerging. Speaking of which, you know what I mean? You've been in this industry, you've navigated in
Mhm.
all these different ways, you've had all kinds of
Yes.
adversities that you've overcome. What would you say to an aspiring artist in terms of trying to keep them to come back to what their calling truly is, to give
Hmm.
their music out to the world?
You know what? Where you started from is a good point to actually, you know, try to keep your eyes on the road. Like, just know where you're coming from. It matters that you find your purpose within this particular thing. Because if it's just about money, then you're gonna make music, you're gonna make money, yes, but I don't want to be empty at the end of the road. You know, just I want to let off what I came to let off. Get to know the beautiful people like you, Johnny. Get
Yeah,
to know,
thank you, brother.
my fellow artists that I could help with what I know. You know, because I just had an artist in my studio, and we're recording just now. I just started to take this interview, right? And he's grieving, and
Mm.
this is why I say I'm in therapy
Yeah.
because he came to grieve for his family that just died.
Mm.
And he didn't stay home to think about it. He came to open his mouth to express how he felt. And stuff like that is what I love to do.
Yes,
I love to
stop.
capture the essence. Yes. Because people have a lot to say, if you allow them to say it,
Yeah, you're
you
willing
know,
to listen, man. You
and
know,
if you're willing to listen,
and
yes.
this is why this is so important. I think also volume that and an opportunity for fans to hear, your wisdom and reasoning, because so often they might hear the music, but they don't get to hear from the artist. You know what I mean, and the creator, and what
Mhm.
inspires them. And so this is a blessing for me always to connect with an artist like you, to learn and to
Thanks,
reason
bro.
and to share. You know what I mean? So
Mhm.
thanks for everything you do, man. You know what I mean? It's really making a difference. And I know that
Thank
artists
you, man.
take that to heart, in terms of, finding their own calling and expressing it. There is a saying that goes, there is no, you never see a hearse or rather, you never see a U-Haul behind a hearse. Okay. You're not taking anything with you.
You're not taking anything with
Right.
you, bro.
So you want to, the
You came to let
fulfillment is
off.
coming from within. It's a heart language. And that heart
Mhm, mhm,
language is being spoken through your music, brother, and through
mhm,
reggae music.
mhm,
So I'm so thankful that we connected today, bro.
mhm.
Give thanks.
Thank you, man. Thanks for the platform, bro. Thanks for calling for the interview to say, yo, we need to chat, we need to do this, to get this out of me. Because
Yeah, man.
you know what? They never used to hear me because I never used to talk. I was always observing. Now is the time for me to talk
Well,
because I
that's
have
good,
something to
man.
say.
And even that patience, that you let Jah work on you to the extent
Yeah,
to
man.
which now you have, a more expressive way to be able to
Mhm,
share, a
mhm,
confidence now.
mhm.
So, through the adversities you've experienced, because that's where you'll find Jah most prevalent
Yeah, man.
is when it's difficult,
Hey,
you know?
hey, guess what? A lot of
Yeah.
us, a lot of us go through tribulation.
Yeah.
But as I said, there's always crossroads. You have to know which one to choose. You can't choose right all the time because you have to learn your lessons, right?
Yeah.
But you could see the crossroads. You could feel it because we got that within us to feel that, yo, I'm at a crossroad. Which
Yes.
direction am I gonna go? And most of the time, you can't do it by yourself because I need you, bro,
Yeah,
and
bro.
you
We
need
need each
me,
other, man. Yeah,
right?
I get it.
And that's what this world should know that if if I stay here by myself, sitting here by myself, I'm not talking to Johnny. If I'm the only person in the world, I'm not talking to Johnny. I'm not I'm not helping my friend with his pain, with his emotional griefs, because it's only me. But then who am I if I'm here by myself? Later on I'm gonna be diminished also, and what's gonna be left?
Yeah.
So are we working on nothingness? Or are we working on emerging that light that is practically struggling because of us. So we got to look into ourselves and know that we have to forgive each other, bro.
Yes,
I don't know.
brother.
We have to
Togetherness,
forgive each
man.
other, bro.
Yeah,
Yeah.
dude. This I
Yo,
gotta tell you what, man. I appreciate this so much. The spiritual brother that you are to me and to the world out there.
thanks.
And we're
Yeah,
all
man.
beacons of light, and we all have, in essence, a special quality to bring to share
Yeah.
with one
Yes,
another.
yes, yes,
So
yes,
that
yes.
is all of our calling. But
Yes,
but
yes.
to celebrate it with music and through music is truly a unique gift that you
That's
have,
the
bro.
bond because those frequencies we could recognize with them, so we all connect through those frequencies. There's only one frequency, one main frequency. Everything, like electrical wire. You have different wires, and it's a
Yes.
conductor, but everything has to come together. That's us people. You cannot do without that. Once you break that apart, it is just pure chaos.
Yes,
You know,
right. Exactly. You know,
idiocracy, bro. You don't need that. We all wise people. We're trying to simplify, yes, but simplify within yourself. You gotta
Yes,
sympathize
brother.
with it.
Well, listen, thanks for coming together with me today, Volume.
Yeah,
And I
man.
want everyone to
Definitely.
tune into the social media links that you find below that I post for High Volume. And look for him
Hey, check it
rising on
out.
the FENIX360 platform. My brother,
Yeah, man.
blessings and respect, man. Thank you.
Johnny, it's good to see you, bro. All right. Take care, man.
Yeah,
So I'm
brother.
saying,
Too. Peace, man.
give thanks, my brother. Give thanks.
Give thanks.
Woo, 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 yeah. Woo, 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 woo. Alright. Woo, 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 yeah. Every day I keep calling your name. When I sleep, I dream about you, baby. It's funny how circumstances tore us apart. Funny how misunderstanding caused us to walk away from love. Away from love, baby. Away from love. Away from love, baby. Yeah. My life has never been the same since you walked out of my life, girl, baby. I keep praying and dreaming